Bum ba bum bum ba bum. Bum ba bum bum ba bum. Bum ba bum bum boom 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 boom. I love my stinger transition. I think it is way too slick for what I need it to be, but I love it anyway. When I hit the go live button and chapped, and the studio light hurts my eyes. Oof, that was a rough transition on that one. Ad breaks without warning me. Bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at chat, and I turn my headset tight. Bum bum. Just one look at chat. I gotta turn up the music. And I know it's going to be. Gotta turn up the music because my kids are a lot quieter than I am. It's a lovely, lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. When we lay with the Lego set ahead of me. Terrible today. First we gotta fly the plane. Bum bum bum. Welcome in Clover O's and Dr. Norma Iris. Then I look at chat and I turn on autopilot. Just one look at chat. And I know it's going to be... What's it going to be? Y'all know the words. A lovely, lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. There you go. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. When we get to cruising altitude, we will build the Lego set. It's more of the loop coaster today. Redeem some Mahal Awards points. Always the very best time. It's really just spinning the wheel at this point. Then I look at chat. And I spin the wheel. Yep, that's the only one we have is spinning the wheel. Just one look at chat. And I know it's going to be... What's it going to be? A lovely, lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. Lovely stream. A lovely stream. This just goes on a while, and I hope you guys are okay with me singing Lovely Stream repeatedly, because that's all I got. As we end up the thing, but we're going to have a hell of a stream tonight, y'all. I'm so excited for what we're doing today, because we're going to keep working on our Lego loop coaster. We're going to be building what looks like the contraption that will lift the cart from the bottom to the top. Holiest Toledos. Did we just get a raid during our lovely stream intro? Y'all. We got a raid from the one and only Dr. Norma Iris. We're going to go right to just chatting because we want to talk to these lovely human beings because it's a lovely stream. Welcome on into chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in my chat and you don't already know who the wonderful human being that is Dr. Norma Iris, please check her out. She is a doctor. She plays Among Us with us on rare occasions because she's got a lot going on with her life being a doctor, and I'm not going to hold that against her. But when she's there, she's a lot of fun. Anyways, for those who are in Dr. Norma's stream and you've come into mine, welcome. I want to express mahalo for you spending some of your Sunday night to Sunday night or maybe Monday morning, depending where you are in the world, with me. Aloha, you can call me Craw. I'm a father who streams Lego building while flying a virtual plane around the world. It's kind of a meme at this point, but that's what's always fun about it. So I want to say aloha to Harbinger of Beth. Pleasure to see you, friends. Good while. Just Leo, welcome. Aloha, first time chatter. Aloha to Jess, or Water Jess. I like Water Jess. That's a good name. And welcome back in, Norma. You became a mom 2 weeks ago. Congratulations, that's huge. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Was it a lot of fun? Are you having fun? Are you getting sleep? Sleep. That's the most important thing you can do as a parent, is get sleep. I mean, you know, some people, like, maybe feeding the baby is important. No, sleep is important. You went into preterm labor. I don't know what preterm, so I mean, so before the baby was not fully full to term is what preterm is, I'm assuming. Oh, okay, fewer than 37 weeks. Okay. Hopefully it wasn't extreme preterm and it was just normal preterm. Yes, okay. Welcome on in, Kels. Pleasure to have you here. That's exciting. I'm so excited for you. That is awesome. Welcome to the fun of being a parent. It is literally one of the most challenging, fun things I've ever done. Oh, you're a 1 day. Like, yeah, NICU can be, it can be a lot of fun. I'm glad to hear that you are sleeping somewhat. How's the father doing with his sleeping? You know, because I mean, not saying that the father's sleep is important, but I think, I mean, I feel like if the father can get some sleep, hopefully that can help push some of the tasks that normally unfortunately fall on mothers, pass them on to the fathers, because the father is getting sleep. So it's like, hey, you're doing sleep, you can do some laundry. You're getting some sleep, you can go do this. You're tag teaming. That's what I like to hear. Oh, you said Tag, and that's why my bot thinks you're speaking German. Interesting. It's great. It's good to have that. I mean, I think it's so important. I know that I could have done better as a father myself when I was having very young infants, but I do always recommend to people that, hey, make sure you work and communicate with your spouse, because they are the person who is going to help you through all that stuff. So I'm sure you guys are doing great, and I'm so proud of you. And if you need to raid and run because you got other things that you need to be working on, I'm not going to hold that against you. I understand you got a lot going on, particularly with a little baby, and I'm so excited for you. Oh, I missed your last stream until fall. Well, I'm glad that you got to have a small shower on stream, and I look forward to seeing when you come back to streaming. I absolutely will check out the VOD tomorrow while I'm at work. I'll make sure I check that out. Put down my list of things I should be watching tomorrow at work. But yes, welcome on in. We got a great stream plan for you today. We've got a flight that we're taking from Jask, Iran to Panjgur, Pakistan. So we're going to be continuing our around the world journey as we continue onwards towards Australia. This is our 49th flight. I can't believe we're almost at 50 flights. I am so excited. Yes, please go be a mommy. Please go be a... Oh, you're always a mommy. You just have motherly activities that you're in charge of. Yes, so good to see you, and I greatly appreciate you, and express mahalo for everything that you do on Twitch and as a person and as a friend. It's a pleasure to see you, my friend. Yeah, we're going to continue onwards as we continue making our way down into Australia, and then we can make our way back up towards North America and then down to South America before we hit Antarctica. And then we return to where we started. But yes, that's what we got going on today, and I'm so excited for this. This is going to be one hell of a stream tonight. But the first things we got to do is we have to go plan our route. I love my singer transition. I'll say it every time. That might as well be a sound effect. I love it so much. So much. All right, let's plan our flight, shall we? So let's go over to our world map. We have to put in our departure airport, and we're using the ICAO codes. So we're going to start with OIZJ, which is to Jask, Iran. As you can see, Jask, let's change it to kind of a daytime thing, so you guys can see what the place looks like in the middle of the day. So as you can see, it's kind of at the end of the continent right here on the water, but that's where we're going to be starting our flight from. And we're going to pick that as our starting destination. Then we're going to be flying to, because this is a direct flight to Panjgur, Pakistan. That is ICAO code OPPG. Panjgur. And you can see we're going to be flying across, and of course it changes the tide on me, because it always does. There we go. As you can see, we're flying across a bunch of nothing. Not a whole lot on our flight, but we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to have a good time with that. Let's change it to a good starting time. We're gonna start about 1 o'clock because it looks. Let's go to about noon. There we go. And then we need to go put in some fun stuff. We need to change our weight and balances. When you're actually flying a plane, it's very important for them to know how much fuel it's going to take them from to get to point A to point B, so that they can land with as little fuel as humanly possible. That's not how I roll, so I go with all the fuel. Does that make my landing more difficult? I really don't care. It's not like the plane's going to blow up. That's the way it's a video game, right? We just don't want to run out of gas mid-flight. We've done it in the past, and it's been very embarrassing because we did not have Uber for everyone at that point. We had to walk to our destination. But it's going to be a good time. We got our flight lined up. We got all of our stuff lined up. Let's hit the fly button. Doesn't mean we're going to be flying right now. Just means we're hitting the fly button, and we get to see a loading screen because I have a really old computer who's trying to do way too many things at once. Way too many things at once. But so excited. We got some good bags here. This is one of the bag number 12s. So MKB, I think there's two aspects of it. One, it definitely does make the plane land at ease because the plane will be lighter at the ending, and that's what it is. It's to reduce weight. And also, again, you won't burn as much fuel in the air at that point. So I think it's kind of a twofer. To be fair, it was a lovely day for a hike when we ran out of fuel. It was. It really was. But yeah, I do think it has to do with, there's a safety aspect of it, of that it is a lighter plane to land. It is also more economical, that they're not going to be wasting fuel, transporting the fuel across. There's many reasons for it, none of which apply to us, because even if we bounce, we will bounce on the runway, because that's just how we roll here. All right, we're ready to fly. Let's get over to the flying takeoff screen. It doesn't matter how long my stinger transition is. I can never make my ass over here. I never can make it here. But I'm getting better, and that's what matters, right? That's what matters. They guys see some improvement. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Okay, evidently putting your mouse on a Lego plate, not a good idea. My mouse was like, what are you doing to me? Ready to fly. Let's turn on all the switches and let's get going. I know we have the parking brake engaged. We want to get it going. Control, number, delete, and we're off. Let's do this. So once we get going, we're gonna have to do pretty much a 180-degree turn to get to our flight path, but it's fine. It's normal. I do have to say this is some very scenic airport in terms of what we're seeing to our left. Let's pull up now that we're over at 120. Right, I mean, that is some prime opportunity to have like a little beach there. Well, let's retract the landing gear. I mean, just look at this location. This is gorgeous. We're not going to do a loop today. We did a loop last time, and that worked out swimmingly for us. So today, we're just going to be a little more professional. Holy Toledo, is that Christo I see over there in chat? Christo, I apologize. I can't really see chat from where I'm at. It's kind of like 8 monitors that way. But I assure you, once we get this plane turned around and we get to the proper altitude and all that stuff. Let's set our altitude to 5,000 feet, by the way. I didn't check if that was high enough, but it usually is.
Roger, Beechcraft 80.
And now we gotta set our heading. And there we go, we've made our turn, and we can flatten it out. All right, that's pretty good, and that's going to be at 75. Ooh, no, we don't want to go that high. Let's get up to 75. There. That's good. That's still, we're really climbing at this point, but it's fine. Keep climbing. We're going through some clouds. It's making it difficult for me to see anything. If you look out your window, you'll see more clouds. Let's get ourselves up to 35, up to 5,000 feet. Maybe that'll get us above the clouds. But we're doing pretty good with our lifting off right now. As you can see, we are 349 nautical miles out to Panjgur. And there's the beautiful Arabian Sea. I think that's what the one we're flying over right now is. And we're there. And let's turn on heading and altitude, and we can hit autopilot. Oh, heading. Nope, I got the wrong heading. We need to get heading 75. All right, we changed the heading. I had set the IAS to 75 and not our heading to 75. So we're just gonna make sure that we get right back to the right heading, and then we're going to get back over to our Lego building scene. Just want to make sure that we get over to the right place that we need to get to. That looks pretty good to me. Yeah, that looks good. We can do some building. Welcome on in, Christo. It's a pleasure to see you. If you guys don't know Christo, Christo's one of my oldest friends on Twitch. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of my really old friends on Twitch, and that just brings me joy. I met Christo back when I was playing a lot more golf. Microsoft, it wasn't Microsoft Links, it was Rory McIlroy Golf. And such a good game. But dude is literally one of the best video game golfers I've ever had the honor of playing with. Let's see, let's catch up with chat. MKB says, I assume it's safer if the plane crashes when landing as well. Less chance for a fire. Exactly. My PC is old and doing too much. Oh, sorry, I can't see that PC powering over 8 monitor. Okay, so in my defense, this monitor in which I have the video game on or I have the flight simulator on, is a decent sized monitor. I would say it's probably a 30-inch monitor, 29, 30-inch monitor. This monitor is my ultra wide monitor. It is, it's a pretty massive and chat's all the way over to this side of that. And then I have this monitor, which is my horizontal monitor. And it's roughly the same size as that one. So, but it's vertical. How's life and the treating me and the family? It's treating us good. Kids are having a good time. Let's lower that down a little bit. It's going good. We're almost at summer, and that's always good. How about you and your kids? How are y'all doing? How's your lovely, lovely wife? We get to start opening bags now, so. Oh, yeah, no. It's just 3. And I know that once I get my next PC, which is just going to be dedicated to flight simulating and my kids doing homework, that monitor is just going to be for them. I have a secondary monitor that I may use in that setup. I may use it for that. I don't know. I'm still kind of working myself around mentally whether or not I want to have 2 monitors in that machine, or if I just want it to be strictly for flight simulation. This bag right here, let's zoom in. This bag is just for the chain, so we're going to leave it as closed and over there because we don't need to go through with it. That's how old is Nico doing these days? How is he doing? How old is he? This is more of the lovely, lovely chain, so we're just gonna throw that over there because we don't need to touch for that. 7. Excellent. That's a good age. That's a good age. I feel like I want to do a little sorting on this before we move into something else, because I'm seeing some plates, I'm seeing some technique pieces, and I just want to be able to have them separately. Nope. See, here it is. I'm messing up the sort. You can ship me. Please don't. I already have 2 wonderful kids. I don't need a 3rd wonderful kid. Yeah, no, everything's going well. We're almost at summer, which is always, one of my favorite times of the year because we do have, of course, there's always transitions between the summer schedule and the school year schedule. But I feel like while there is more to do for the summer because my kids aren't at the same location and they don't stay at the same locations, there are less things to do outside of stuff. So I think overall it's always slightly easier for summer. And of course, that's me saying it now while I'm still in school mode. Once I get into summer mode, I'm probably like, F this summer stuff. Kids should be in school year round. We'll see how it goes. All right, and we have more chains. And more chains. We got a ton of chains, y'all. All right, these are some wonderful bricks. We're gonna get them over there. Now these particular bricks are going to be really important for when I am putting things together, so I'm just making sure I get them all lined up properly. These techniques can go in here. I'm going to take you plates and put you over there. Same with these ones. These I can put in here. So I want to have those out. There. You can also go in there. You can also go in there. There. Ooh, look at that. That is tight fitting. I'll tell you what. There. That works good. Then we have that, and that's like a good little bit. You might just realize. Oh, mahalo for that. I haven't played in a while. I don't think I even have it installed right now, but I do think about golf because I'm going to be playing real golf coming up next weekend, and I just think to myself, God, video game golf is so much used in real life golf. I need to get a drink, so I'm going to throw the Be Right Back screen on.
Be right back. He might use the bathroom. He might get a snack. He might move Audrey. He might move Sam to his bedroom. He might move Maggie. He might go to get a snack or a drink in 5 minutes. He might be right back in 1 minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour. If you see a streamer's name pop up in the chat, he might come to rate someone. He might just come to go. He might just come to go to the bathroom also. And please don't say you need to go poop. And I was ready for the grand finale and we all chat.
I need to time that better. I need to time that better. All right, let's get building. We also have these pieces over here, which are just kind of sitting off screen. We're going to start off with this bad boy. This is a 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is a big piece. This is a big boy. And we're going to put one of these on the back end of it like that. We want to make sure that we have 3 exposed pieces on each side. And then we're going to put a second one like that. And we're going to take 4 more of these and go right along the back. Now this is going to be forming kind of the back of the lifting mechanism. And so what they're trying to do is they're creating a box. And one of the reasons why they have this back face on it, in my mind, is to just kind of minimize the number of like catches it has. At least that's what I think they're doing. And then we can take another one of these. Doing good on Twitch, I guess. I mean, I'm having fun. I'm getting better every day. I think ultimately those are the metrics that I look at. I'm sure there are people who want to look at other things in terms of growth, but I always like to think about myself. Am I being the best streamer I am? And what can I do to improve my stream and improve my appearance? Not how I look, because God knows I'm already very attractive. But just what can I do to make my streams more accessible, more interesting, make people want to watch it? I feel like I'm just going to keep doing this over and over and over until I have a full size. It looks like that. Yeah, okay. I don't know how many of these I have to put together. So let's go back. All right, so here is... I'm going to build it the way it wants to be built. So we're going to pop these off just because that way we have that. We have 2. We extended that. We're going to put some more on like this. This is very big, by the way. And we're going to do the same thing where we add some more of these like this. And 2 more like this. Aw, mahalo, friend. Like I said, everyone's out here just trying to do their best with life, trying to make the most entertaining streams. You know, and that's the thing. You try new things and you have a growth opportunities, and you say, what's a meme that can do better? Like the kind of streams I'm doing now, I took from a friend of mine, the Brit in DC. Please go check him out, everyone. He was the first person I ever saw who was doing Lego building and flying at the same time. He is a much more, I would say, if you were to, I'm sure if there was like a third person who did it, Lego building and flying the planes, right? Like I would say Brit is probably the most serious flyer between me and him. He takes it very, very seriously. He puts a lot of work and effort into it. And so I cannot stress that enough, that he really does work at this to try to understand what it takes to be a pilot. I'm here for the meme. I'm here for the meme. I'm trying to have fun. I'm not trying to stress myself out by doing things to do anything other than just have fun. All right, and then that's going to be a 2x6 to go across like that. I just realized that was way off screen for you guys. And I'm sure if there was a third one, the third person would probably be... Huh? Yeah, like I want to just, at the end of the day, I don't want to stress out about flying, because I think when people think about how do they stream, I think most people, one, are Twitch viewers first before they're Twitch streamers. And if nothing else, a good streamer will watch other people and ask themselves, is this the kind of live stream that I want to do? And when they watch other people, they're asking themselves, what are they doing that I like and want to emulate myself? And when I watch a lot of flight simmers, they're very technical. They spend a lot of time and effort to master their craft. And that's just not who I'm going to be. And because that's just not who I'm going to be, I don't even try, right? I just acknowledge I'm never going to be that person, so I'm not going to waste anyone's time trying to be that person. At the end of the day, I like Lego building more than I like the flight sim, but I do enjoy the flight sim, and it's something I want to be better at. I just don't have time in my life to be better at flight sim. All right, and now this comes in like this. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right, but we're just gonna go with it. So I have to do 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. We will see if this is right, because we're going to be using these to go on top like this. And if we run out of room, it's funny, I went and got myself a drink, and now it's just sitting here and I'm not drinking it. Today I'm drinking cola flavored Zevia. If you like soda and don't like diet soda, or maybe some of the sweeteners they use in diet soda don't agree with your stomach, Zevia is a soda that is flavored with stevia leaf extract, so therefore it has 0 calories in it naturally. The ingredients on this are carbonated water, natural flavors, stevia leaf extract, tartic acid, caffeine, and citric acid. So it's very minimal chemicals and stuff. Their soda, in my mind, if you like stevia leaf extract, you can handle their soda. If you don't like it, you probably won't. If you've never had it, you may be able to handle it. Oh, what's the job do you have now? That's cool. I like that. I like that. And it was the right length. Look at that. I got lucky. Yeah, I mean, I've always been very vocal about the fact that I have to follow a FODMAP diet. Oh, excellent. Good job, dude. I'm proud of that. And part of the things I have to follow with the FODMAP diet is, you know, trying to limit the amount of sugars that I'm having in terms of pure cane sugar. So that's what I do there. All right, and that's gonna start with a 2x6, and you're gonna go on top of it like, not like that. I'm sure there will be a second one. And then we're gonna take this. This is interesting. Oh, it's because it's a gear. And then 2 of you going like that, and then another one like you. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is interesting. So we're gonna start. What we're doing is we're creating kind of a off balance. So we're putting a 2x1 plate there. Then we're gonna take this long plate and put it on like that. All right, and then we're gonna take a 3rd layer, just slightly interesting. I dropped a piece. There it goes. So again, we've put this together and it's looking real nice. And we have to put another 2x1 on the edge of that. Okay. 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 Excuse me for burping. There we go. And then we're going to take one of these techniques one to put it there. So that's interesting. Okay. And we're going to repeat this undercarriage part here so that it mirrors itself this side to this side, which was predictable that they're going to have us do that. And now we're going to mirror the top as well. So you, and you. Okay. Okay, that works out pretty good. I can get behind that. I mean, it's just a very interesting way they're having me build this because it feels like they're using pieces in a way that I don't think that they need to be using pieces. right? Like, why not just give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Maybe they don't have a 10. It's just an interesting way to put this together. I didn't think they needed to make it this complex, but they did. And most important thing to remember about any team who want to criticize Lego, they will make a fool of you. They will absolutely make a fool of you. They know what they're doing. You don't. Stop thinking you're smart, because you're not. Aw, mahalo, friend. I greatly appreciate you. You are a wonderful human being, and I always do think very highly of you. So, mahalo for being here. It's great to have you here. I hope you enjoy the stream. All right, and then we can put those in there like that. Now, this is where this gets fun. We're going to start with this gear. And then we need the 4. So again, if you ever have to measure how long something is, it's the number of studs per technique axle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that is a number 4 technique axle. And then we're gonna have the spacer. And then that's going to go right in like that. And since I know that the spacer is the edge of it, we can use that to our advantage. And we're going to put another spacer on. And then another one to use. And there we have a perfectly put together thing. And then that can go on just like that. Aww, just such making me blush. All right, and now we can take 2 more of these, and we can click them in just like that. And I see what I did wrong. I see what I did wrong. Come on. Did you guys see what I did wrong? Were you just waiting there hoping for me to like screw up so you guys could laugh? You did it, my job. Ah, these needed to have gone here and here. And then like that. That's what I needed it to have done. There we go. Yep, that makes more sense. Okay. And then that can go there, right? And then we can take one more here, and this can spin freely. I'm very anxious to see how this all plugs into it. I'm very anxious. I think it's gonna be very fascinating to watch how this all works together. Now we can flip this upside, and we're gonna be putting some 1x3s in. That's a plate. Here's a 1x3. Now, it's going to start up here where we have our 2 technique bricks. And we're going to take 2 of those. And put you over there. You also need to go over there. There. There's 1, because we need 4 of them, so I need 1 more. I need 1 more. Here it is. Found it. Again, very fascinating how this is going to go. I'm very curious. That's the sign of a good Lego build. Okay, that's just going to pop in. And it's going to click on just like that. There. Okay. Okay. All right. And then we got to build some more funky stuff. Build that funky Lego piece. All right. We're going to put you. I just had an idea. I just had an idea of what they're going to do. And I'm very curious and excited to see if they do what I think they're going to do. We're going to find out very shortly. I believe So I'm not gonna leave you guys in it. I mean, I could just claim I was right when we get to that step. But as you can see, the tooth feeds here, but on the back side, it feeds here. So I'm wondering if they're gonna have me feed it through some bricks here. We'll find out. But that's my thought process is right now, is they're gonna put on a double layer of stuff. All right, and then we can take use and use. Okay, and then we're gonna take your other one, we'll put you right on top like that. Fascinating. And then we're gonna be building off of this. So I'm gonna start with the 2. And I'm already knocking pieces off. And each one of those gets that. And then each one's gonna get this. And then we're gonna take that 4 and put that on like that as well. All right. And then on the other side, we're gonna take this last 1x4 technique. And you are gonna go right on there. Interesting. I don't know what we're doing with this. We're gonna find out, I bet. Now we have some more gears that we get to build. So we have a very long technique. And we're gonna take the pins and we're gonna put it in holes number 3 and 4. And then we have this blue one, and this blue one needs to go in holes 2 and 3. Like so. And then we're gonna take this, and this is gonna go into the first hole. There, that's fascinating. And now we can take this bad boy. This is of course an 8. So we can compare it. That's a good one, Clover. That's a really good one. That's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's just, it's a complicated build, which is why I think it's making it such a fascinating build for me. So this is obviously the gearbox at the bottom. Okay, let's see how many we have. That is going to be almost 4. Full 3. A little more. I'm just trying to do my best to center this. There. There. That feels as center as I'm going to get. All right, now we have to make sure we put this in the right hole. That's what she said. It's going to go into the last one like that. And then we can put that together like that. That's interesting. And then we're going to take you two and we're going to put them right here. What do you bet this is like on the ground floor? Like that. And then that is going to get put in like this. Now, the key is that this brown piece is going to go right in there like that. It's interesting, they have this little tile here, and that's obviously to help with the chain. It's just very interesting to see how it's going to work. And now we're going to put these on, we're going to put some coverings on it. And we're going to start on this side is where we're going to put the colorings. There. You're going to go next. You can go there. And now the thing to remember with any of these ones with a really long chain is like that chain is make or break your set. Like, don't confuse yourself. That chain is going to make or break your set. All right, and then we're gonna flop those over and we're gonna fill in these last holes here. There we go. 1. Right, like if you do not line up that chain properly, if you do not do your due diligence to get it all done, it will not work. Like that was the hardest thing about the coaster I already have back there, is getting that chain to work properly. That was like super frustrating. Okay. So we're not putting this on the right side I thought we would, but we're putting it on this side. So this is hollow inside. And then we're probably going to line this entire thing with tiles. And then one more here. And there we go. Voila. And now we start tiling the F out of this. Yay. You know, you get kind of used to it. All right, so we're gonna start on this end because this is where the tiling begins. You get kind of used to it. Not the pressure. The pressure you never get used to. All right, and that's gonna be a 3. All right, and then this is where the pressure is. We have to make this pattern right. If we don't make this pattern right, the world will explode. I don't make the rules. I'm just the person putting things together. All right, that's gonna go there. That is gonna go there. This is a little slope piece that they're adding in for fun. I know, I do have faith in myself. I'm gonna start taking all of these because these are all kind of the same. And we're gonna throw these into this other one. Because I do need to make sure I'm sorting these pieces out as good as I can. Oh, this piece is gonna go right in there like that. And then underneath it, again, we have to make sure that that goes on like that, right? You would think it would be the other way, where both of those would be up and both of those at the bottom, but no, that's not the case. And conversely here, it goes like that. Again, you would think, but you'll be wrong. And then we can take this 3 and you 3, and we keep shoving these over here. And then that goes on like that. And then I'm willing to bet that these pieces, you and you, you, and you. Okay. I mean, that just looks sick. That looks so good. All right, and then we have to build one on the other side as well. So this is going to go all the way to the end. They obviously don't care about this side nearly as much. But you're going to go there. And then we need these slope pieces. I do not know how important those slope pieces are going to be, but I'm sure they exist for a reason. Okay. And then remember, we want to have a light and a dark. Those are 2 lights. There. Okay. Now, this one has to be the bottom one, and the dark one has to be the top one. A low funny punt. Fun Punny Wise Clown, welcome on into the chat, my friend. You can call me Craw. I'm a dad who flies a virtual plane while building Lego sets on stream. I hope you are enjoying the show. And there, just like that. Is that right? That is not right. I'm so sorry, everyone. I've let you all down. That wasn't right. That wasn't right. Getting this out's gonna suck. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got under it. We got under it. There we go. Okay, so let's do this again. Now, I need to have the dark one like that, and the light one like that. And the reason it's so important to get it right here is because we put it on that side.
Protecting the safety of the Queen is a task that's gladly accepted by police squads. For no matter how silly the idea of having a queen might be to us, as Americans, we must be gracious and considerate hosts.
I forgot what button I needed to make that not nearly as loud. Aloha, it's not related to the Clown of the Singing Kings. Oh, I did not know there was a 90s punk rock band called Pennywise Clown. Did not know that. Is the band related to the thing, or is it just really a coincidence upon a coincidence upon a coincidence? But like I said, we have to make sure we have this right, because it's going to match up with this, and we have all of this gray in which we need to get things going to go. And we're going to start by putting on all of these. I am not going to do both sides. I'm just going to do one side. And the reason I'm not going to do both sides is very obvious. When I screw up, if I've done both sides, it's going to make it that much harder to undo it. In fact, I'm almost debating if I want to do any side, if I just want to work on the design. Oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to pop these off. I probably don't. All right, we're just going to go down here, and we're going to do this line at a time. All right. So we want to do a dark one, and then a light one. And then a dark one. And then a light one. So did Pennywise the band come up with like any big hits? They didn't have to have, because a band's value is not associated with any big hits. Were there any songs that I may have paid attention to? Mind you, most of my punk music is Green Day, so please judge me as you feel need to. Right? I know there are people who be like, Green Day isn't punk. Like, that was something we dealt with in the 90s. But in my defense, I have followed Green Day since their very early days playing in Gilman Street, so I go way back with them. And we're just going to alternate the colors here. All right. Oh, that's interesting. We're going to copy that, and we're going to add that to our bot. Not that there's anything wrong with that type of language. There is nothing wrong with that type of language. We just have our bot do something when people use fun language like that. So just give me a second, Pennywise, while I do that. And should I call you Pennywise? Please tell me if I should or should not. Or if there's another name I should call you. Or like Fun, I could call you Fun. Control V, save. Now that we've done that, and we click allow.
Sorry I'm late. give me for bringing the kids. I couldn't get a sitter.
Please have a seat. As I was saying, in a world of predominantly male-oriented psychology, it was only natural to arrive at the term P. Pete the envy.
So to be clear, I am going to let people swear all day long. It's your choice. But I do insist that that clip be played every single time. Yes, they had a big hit in 2001 called Bleep Authority. Interesting. I don't think I've heard that one. But I will add that to the list of things that I should look up because I think learning about other things are important. Let me bring up my OneNote because I am a nerd like that. I like OneNote. If people don't like OneNote, I understand why people don't like OneNote. I just think they're great. Band called Pennywise, song FCK, Authority. Oh, it's just that's interesting that it held that as a thing. I don't think I need to add that because I think that's such a weird phrase for them to be like, no, that's not swearing, right? Like if it had said we don't like F space bomb, but it said I don't like the F. It was very interesting they came up with that. It's just them that's repeating that words over. Hey, you know, hey, no shame in that. If they got a good word that works, they got a word that works. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, which I just got to say. Considering what I now know about this band and what they sing and what types of songs they sing, have they, and because I do think this is the badge of honor for almost any group that does anything, have they been accused of going woke yet? Right? Like that's my favorite thing that happened with Green Day recently is people are like, oh no, they've gone woke. Have you been listening to Green Day all this time, sir? Like legitimately. I will never listen to Green Day again or Rage Against the Machine. They've gone woke. What? Have you ever listened to them? I always think it's funny. Right? Like Billy Joel was talking about being bisexual back in like 1992 in lyrics in song. They have not gone woke. This is how they've always been. Oh, they canceled. They canceled their 2020. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Well, hopefully they were able to do something with that constructively. All right, and there we go. We did the alternating light and dark. Oops, sorry, wrong finger. Light and dark the whole time. All right, and now we're going to come in and we're going to fill with the other color. So again, we're starting here. We're doing the other color every single one. Again, this is not how I imagined this particular design would go. I don't know if I like it more this way. Right, where it's like a vertical stripe. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. I enjoy watching Netflix get into live programming. I almost screwed that one up. All right, and then we can throw that there. And then I can start putting these on, because I got that one right, by the way. And likewise, we can do the same over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on the other ones. Now that we've done that. There we go. And that one has to be a dark. And then we can put that on. And then a light. I don't really watch boxing, to be honest. I would guess Mike Tyson because he's Mike Tyson. Like, you know what it reminds me of? There's a Fresh Prince and Jazzy Jeff song called "I Think I Can Beat Mike Tyson." And considering what we now know about Will Smith as a human being, he definitely could not beat Mike Tyson. Anyway, the song is like him and his friends, they're watching Tyson, and I would say this is right where Tyson's at his like peak, demolishing everyone who tries to box him phase, right? Where he's like beating down contenders in like 32 seconds and shit. And it's basically a shit-talking song about how Will Smith thinks he could beat Mike Tyson in a fight. And he does all this training, and he's doing all this trash talking in the interviews, and he gets his fight lined up, and Mike takes him down with one hit, right? I personally don't understand why Mike is even doing this unless Mike is really hard up for money. Because, okay, there are really two scenarios what happens. Mike Tyson knocks him out in a hot second and makes him look like a fool really quick. Right? Which that's just going to make Jake Paul look terrible. Let's say Jake Paul wins. Dude, Mike Tyson is like 80. Is so much older than he is. How old is Mike Tyson? Let's look this up. Wikipedia. Mike Tyson. Born in 1966. Let's do some math. Equals 2024, 1966. He's 58 years old. Jake Paul, born in 1997. Oh, I forgot to put the minus sign in there. 27. Look. No 27-year-old should lose to a 58-year-old in boxing. No 27-year-old should lose to a 50-year-old in boxing. Like, that's just kind of basic math, right? I mean, I'm sure there are obviously 58-year-olds who are in wonderful athletic shape and can kick every 27-year-old's ass. But if, like, you're pretending you are, like, a serious athlete and you're going up against another serious athlete and you are half their age at 27 and 58, you absolutely have to win. Like, Jake Paul, neither of them have anything to win from this. Neither of them do. Jake Paul can only look stupid. And if he wins, congratulations, you beat a 57-year-old. That doesn't impress me. Absolutely shouldn't be. Mike Tyson should kick. It just doesn't impress me, dude. Mike Tyson's got to be hard up for money if he's doing this. I remember when Jose Canseco got into professional boxing for a hot second. I mean, we know he did it because he was hard up for money. And some people have struggle getting out of the limelight like that, right? Like, they need to be part of it. And at the end of the day, that's why Jake, what's his name? Jake Paul is doing it, is because for him to exist as a person, he can't be a serious boxing person, go through the ranks, do the fights. He has to do the clown show. He absolutely has to do the clown show. Because granted, I don't know him. The first time I was ever aware of this guy's existence was when he was in like the forest, and it was a forest of people who commit suicide, and he was like filming dead bodies or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. But that's the first time he ever appeared on my radar, and I remember thinking, okay, you do you, dude. That's not how I ever want to be. Yeah, no, so Clover. I haven't seen that show, but I'm thinking of, there was this show called Pros versus Joes or something like that. Pros versus Joes. Pros versus Joes. It was a reality show from 2006 to 2010. It was, they took dudes who thought they were like dudes, and then they put them up against like professional athletes at professional athlete shows. And there was, if I remember right, one dude who was supposed to try to tackle Bo Jackson, and the dude ended up in the hospital. I think he got like a concussion or something. Like you're just not. You're just not. Like you're not like. And there's actually an interesting article I'd read recently, and I posted it on my threads for those who are interested in it. Let me pull it up. But it was an interesting article about that phenomenon of dudes thinking they can beat a woman who's a professional at something, at that thing, because they're a dude. And I'm scrolling down to see if I can find it right now. Screen time, the A's Treble Stadium, the fact that the Yankees have Pepsi. I just have the best shit on threads. Coach Jackie, always a wonderful person to watch. Last week's stream and stream announcement posts, Pride stuff, Sports Illustrated. Sports Illustrated said the Chiefs are concerned about people taking shots on their kicker. William Hung, always watch William Hung, phenomenal human being. Dennis Quaid, basketball star. MLB's new statistics. Man, how far back do I have to go to find this? Where is this article? Is this one of the ones that got like taken down? Then this is my Duolingo error. I think it got taken down. Oh, okay, here it is, 518. We asked a psychologist why so many average men think they can beat a top female athlete in our sport. And I think I just need to read this article. An amateur linksman, I don't know what that is, offers unsolicited advice. Oh, golf. Swing advice to a woman who's a pro golfer and coach. A non-runner is convinced he can smoke a D1 track athlete until she can handily defeat him during one rep of a longer workout. And less than a month after winning the Olympic bronze medal, Molly Seidel got marathon advice from her seatmate on a plane. She should train at high mileage, he told her. He even pulled out a spreadsheet of her own training to show her how it should be done. While women's sports might finally be gaining more of respect and attention they deserve, this year the women's NCAA basketball championship drew 4 million more viewers than the men's. Caitlin Clark's jersey became the top selling for draft picks ever. A high-level female athletes all too commonly still must contend with folks who haven't gotten the message. Random dudes continue to try to teach them about their own sport, perhaps even worse, believe they could beat them at all. Remember that in 2019, 1 in 8 men surveyed thought that if they played their very best, they could score a point off of Serena Williams. Yes, that Serena Williams, who won 23 Grand Slam titles and 4 Olympic gold medals. Perhaps the most glaring examples of this make the news, but it's likely occurring more often than we know. That makes us wonder what exactly is behind these cases of misplaced bravado and blatant mansplaining. So we turn to professionals who would know. Mitch Abrams, PsyD, which stands for Doctor of Psychology, a sport and clinical psychologist who specializes in anger management, violence prevention, and performance enhancement for athletes. First of all, there's no question this confidence is unjustified at its best. Is a pro runner, pro triathlete, pro tennis player, pro basketball player going to wipe the floor with the average guy? Absolutely. Dr. Abrams, who's worked with athletes from young up to collegiate and pro levels, tells this magazine. The reason grown men believe otherwise, and they speak up about it, may stem from a combination of gender stereotypes and, paradoxically, a lack of confidence, he says. From childhood, little boys are typically taught not to doubt themselves, regardless of how much they still have to learn. And they're coached to speak up and show off on what they know. But underneath it, they have a low self-esteem because everyone tells them they're supposed to know what they're doing, but they have no clue. Dr. Abrams says, but since they can't show weakness, they puff their chests out to prove themselves, especially in areas like sports in which they're supposed to have mastered. It starts young, and for some it never stops. There are a lot of boys who turn into men that are just developmentally adolescents, he says. What's more, lots of those men already spend time chest puffing and arguing on social media and in the comment sections of sports websites. There, being anonymous or at least physical distance gives people the freedom to be discriminatory or worse, and bad opinions are reinforced and rewarded with likes and clicks. Those bad takes can then spill out into real life. And since women have historically had fewer athletic opportunities with less invested in research, training, and sponsorships, men just aren't used to viewing them as knowing much about or exceeding in sports. So they presume they have a leg up, even if their knowledge doesn't amount to much. A lot of female athlete role models have worked to move the needle quite a bit, Dr. Abrams says. At least guys know who Serena Williams is, but moving the needle on the macro level doesn't help with micro interactions. Or those day-to-day conversations with women who aren't recognized superstars. Contrast all that to the way little girls are often brought up. They're given dolls and encouraged to role-play relationships, often with a focus on being accommodating and self-efficacy. All this gives them ample practice at navigating interpersonal interactions and developing what's called social intelligence, something overconfident dudes lack. So when the average guys talk down to female athletes, they're not necessarily trying to be obnoxious. Sometimes they really think they can help or intending to flirt, which is its own problem. But they aren't good at reading the social cues and adjusting their behavior in response, he says. Add that to the reinforced bravado and society's historical diminishment of female athletes' accomplishments, and you have the recipe for being viral. Dr. Abrams' advice for would-be men: think twice before approaching a female athlete. If you must say something and the athlete in question seems open to conversation, start by showing curiosity about her. Listen to who she is and what she's accomplished and what her concerns are before you open your mouth. With that approach, instead of becoming social media's main character of the day, you might actually make a real connection and learn something in the process. That is what Jake Paul is. That's why he's up against Mike Tyson and gonna get demolished. There you go. But yes, pros versus Joes. Watch people get demolished because they think they're better than they actually are. I'm happy that, like I said, that was one of my more interesting articles that I had read. And I felt like when I shared it, I was like, hey, any guy out there, please read this. Any father of a girl, please read this. Any father of a boy, please read this. Because I see it every single day. I see it every single day. I see it in my son. I see it in my daughter. And this is the type of shit that we have to talk about. This is how we make the world a better place in the process. All right. So here we go. This is where we're going to build this loop coaster. Are you guys ready? So we have this massive thing, right? This is the thing. We have to build the chain to go with this. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this over here, because this is the most important thing we're going to do. Building this chain. We have single wide chain links. There's also single wide chain links. This is also single wide chain links, and they all have to be facing the same way. And these are 4 wide chain links. We're gonna start with them. All right. So, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can really see how painful this is. So here is the 4 wide chain link. I need, this side has got like a little grip on it, and this side has like a little hook. I need to have, that is a 2. Let's get these 4s separated because there were some 4s and 2s in this bag. That's a 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. And it looks like I have to put all the 4s together and then all the 2s together, and then I connect them. Because what's going to make this particular thing fascinating as a build is, like with the other coaster, it's a loop. It runs like constantly like this. This one has to lift it up and then drop down and then lift it up. This is a much more complex build. And that's why, like, I also know if I screw this up, like, this is the whole ball game. And my fear is I won't know I've screwed this up until it's too late. Because believe me, taking the chain off of the other one sucked. Putting it back on sucked. Taking it off sucked. It was just this over and over process until we got it right. And we wouldn't know we had it wrong until we ran it and it broke apart on us. Okay. All right. And now that we've separated into our 2s and 4s, we're gonna be right back.
Be right back. He might use the bathroom. He might get a snack. He might move Audrey. He might move Sam to his bedroom. He might move Maggie. He might go to get a snack or a drink in 5 minutes. He might be right back in 1 minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or an hour. If you see a streamer's name pop up in the chat, he might come to raid someone. He might just come to go. He might just come to go to the bathroom also. And please don't say he needs to go poop. And was ready for the he's gonna
I almost timed it perfectly. Almost timed it perfectly. All right. I want to line these up how they're going to click into each other like that. Okay. Okay. Mahalo for welcoming me back, Clover. And there we go. This is slow going, but we're doing it. So again, this is a 4. I'm curious how, where the 4 is going to attach to things. I'm just very curious about that. I'm calling it a 4 because it has 5 holes. Actually, surprisingly, this is a lot easier than the other one, because the other one, it was easier to get, like, it backwards on 1 or 2 links. But because it has this 4 side, right? Like, as long as they're all, right, like, the same, you're doing it right. And you'll see with the 2s, it is not as forgiving. They all have to be facing the same way. That is a 2. Yeah, having this little bumper, that makes it so much easier. Of course, making sure we just line them up properly, popping them into place. Okay. Oh, that one was going to be backwards, but I would have noticed it. So again, there's only one way they can click, right? Like, this side can't, like, they have to face the same way. It's just whether or not I have them upside down. And because of this little barrier, it minimizes the chances of doing that. There we go. And then we keep clicking them together, and then eventually, and of course, I'm making the bold assumption that I'm just going to use all of them. And then once we put them all together, that's when we will count. Because I said I need to do this with 33 of them. And I feel like I've done a lot more than 33. Alright, what do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's lay it out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's count it again. Maybe they gave us one extra, maybe they didn't. But I want to count at least twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to take one off because, again, this has to be 33 on the dot. If it's too long or too short, it will throw everything off. All right, and now I have to do 222 of these. Jesus. All right, let's do it in 10s. Let's do it in 10s. So as you can see with these ones, it's a lot less obvious that you're doing it the right way. 2. So let's get in the piles of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. right? Okay, perfect. Let's click into the next one. That's 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to put this over here because that is now a done link. Let's do our next one. Oh, look at me. I'm just grabbing pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So this way I don't have to count every single one. I can just build it, but I need to make sure that before I start building it, I count the mount. And I'm also looking to make sure that they're all lined up the right way. And then here, we lay them next to each other to emphasize that they're the same length. All right, let's get 10 more of these out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I just realized I can't see my map very well. I'll be grabbing the thing, so we're going to zoom out on the map. Okay. I'm down to 60 nautical miles. So we're doing fine. Repetition on something like this is so crucial because that way it feels natural. Again, let's just look at it before we put it off to the side to make sure they're all facing the right direction. And they are. And then we lay it down here and we say, please, 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 please be the same length. And they are. I just count out 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? Like every time I'm clipping down. The reason you always want to clip down every time is that way you know it's facing the right direction.
Beechcraft 801 contact center on 126.5. Good day.
126.5, Beechcraft 801. Goodbye.
Oh.
Center Beechcraft 6801, 5,000 feet.
Beechcraft 6801 center altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 radar contact continue.
That's our fourth one. We have to make 22 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going over some mountains, and I think my plane is panicking a little. We're only at 5,000 feet, but it looks like we're clearing. Again, let's just keep doing this. So even after we land, we're gonna do this until this is done. I'm definitely gonna finish this bag today. Excuse me. Make sure they're lined up all right. Oh, mahalo, Clover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try to put them in like rows of 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I seriously grabbed 10 the first time. I normally don't have hay fever this late in the season in my basement. Although I was watching a video recently of a guy talking about like his 10 favorite most unique desk peripherals. Like, I always get suckered into watching those on YouTube. But one of the things he had, and I almost went for it. It was $150. Was a air purification monitor, and he said all the right things to make me go, I need one of those. I didn't go with it. Not to have anything against air purification monitors, but I didn't at that moment in time go with it. I want to wait until this office gets enclosed before I do something like that, right? Like I'm kind of trying holding off on buying things until this room is finalized. 2. Because I've seen a lot of them, they're like, this is what the weather's like outside. I'm like, I have a window. Oh, I allegedly have a window. There's a window behind me. I don't need to know that. I can just look at AccuWeather. But I think it would be good to know what, like, the air quality is down here. What do I need to do to make it better? You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's funny. I hope I'm putting these like in frame every single time, and I keep looking over it, like, do I have it in frame? Do I have it in frame? I do have it in frame. Down to 37 nautical miles. Because I'm always looking for something, again, and I think that goes back to like the continuous improvement mindset I try to keep with streaming. How can I improve if I don't know what tools there are? And oftentimes they just have stupid things like, oh, I want to show you this new macro keypad I have. I'm good. Don't need a macro keypad. Although I might get a macro keypad just for my stream setup. I mean, for my flight sim setup. Because, like, there's some things that, like, so if you think about it, like, the Elgato Stream Deck is a macro keypad, right? It's a customizable one that allows you to put graphics on there so that you can, like, change it up. So, like, this is when I'm flying. This is when I'm playing with my kids. This is when I'm playing Among Us, right? Right, and I want to be able to change it because I don't want to have a macro keypad that's 1,000 characters big. But like, there's like 3 or 4 buttons that, yeah, I could 1,000% go for that over there, and they're cheap. You can get a macro keypad for like $30. And I'd rather do that than get like the small 6-button Stream Deck. And it's just things like, hey, I want to be able to turn off the parking brake. without having to, right? Because they don't give me that as a button. Then, you know, you just print yourself a little sticker and you put it on so that you can see that's what this thing is. Because you're never going to change it. It's always going to be that one thing. All right. Yeah, no, I mean, they're cool, and they can do some cool stuff. To me, the advantage of the Stream Deck is it's customizable. So, like, I can put the ones that I need for when I'm flying Stream. If I didn't have the ability to change the colors, I would need to have 6 of them. Or, you know what I mean? That's the problem, is you just run into this, and then you can't move things around, you can't change things up. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, we're 24 nautical miles away, so we're gonna go to our landing screen. And I feel like, ironically, like I need 2 macro keypads over here. The reason I would need 2 is because I would need one for the streaming computer and one for my flight sim computer. All right, let's turn off autopilot. And we're gonna slow down the plane. And we're gonna do flaps. There we go. 19 nautical miles out. The one thing we do not know is we do not know the orientation of the runway. Okay. All right, so we need to go north of the line. So we're gonna start going this way because what we need to do is we need to get north of the line so we can swoop south. So we're gonna start our rotation. And I'm gonna bring this chat over here so I can have a chance. Because again, that's like one thing that I'd want over here is I'd want a monitor that would show me my chat. So while I'm flying the plane, I can like read chat. So when I talk about a second monitor over here, that's like really why I would want a second monitor over here. Okay, like I said, we're gonna be swooping north of it. I don't have the Tron little boxes to help me understand how I need to land. Usually they tell me that at the last second. So I'm not gonna get out of the monitor until I get my second computer. So the first thing I'm gonna do after I get this is once the office is built, is I have to figure out which side is going to be my purple side and what side is going to be my gold side, right? Because what I'm going to do is my back wall is going to be taupe, and probably my front wall is going to be taupe too, just so it matches. But one side is going to be the purple, one side is going to be the gold. And I feel like this is either going to be on the gold, like, I feel like I want you guys to see behind me. And again, I don't know how much you're going to see behind me that is the gold versus the purple, but I feel like I'd want you to see the gator against the gold wall. I just don't know how much of that you're going to see. So it may be kind of a moot point. But like that's kind of one of the things that I'm like concerned about, is making sure that the gator is up against the gold wall. And the gold wall is opposite of this. So this may actually move to that side of the room so that I can view the gator behind me.
Center Beechcraft 6801. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
That sounds good.
Beechcraft 6801 Center. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
All right, and now we can turn.
Cleared through Charlie airspace, Beechcraft 801.
And there's our airport. I hope I've got my angle right. I probably overshot my angle. But we're 9 nautical miles out. And we will course correct as we get closer and we can actually see a runway. All right. Yeah, so that's the highest priority for me, is making sure that the stream setup is opposite corner from the gator, and then the gator is on the gold wall. And I want to have the gator on the wall that is furthest away from the window. Like, I don't think the window behind me is going to be centered in the room. Let's put down our landing gear. If it was centered in the room, that would be ideal, but I don't think it's centered. All right, here we go. This is an interesting looking town we're flying over. There's a river. That's nice. Always good to have a river. Panjgur. I've already picked out the 3 potential destinations we will fly for our 50th flight. I don't know if I'm going to do anything special for our 50th flight, aside from just doing the flight. I feel like when we're finishing the round the world journey, I might do something special. Okay. It's hard to see what's a runway and what's not a runway. I think I see the runway. Shit. Let's go the other way. We're gonna really have to adjust to get over to it. We got 2 miles. This might be impossible. But we're gonna try, because you deserve us to try. You've been on the plane long enough. Shoot. No, we're not gonna be able to get over to it. We're gonna have to bank. Ooh. I know. Kill power. And then shift.
Panjgur Tower Beechcraft 68011 miles northwest, 3,400 feet to land.
Beechcraft 680.
We did it.
Altimeter 2.
We're running out of runway.
Wind 268 at 4. Make left downwind, runway tree 1. Beechcraft 801 contact ground on 121.8.
Going to 121.8 Beechcraft 801.
We did it. I'm very proud of us. And then we can... Is that not doing it? Oh. Sure, cool. And now we can just turn everything off. And it's giving us the landing music. Let's see how they did. Departure at 11:14 p.m. Arrival at 12:45 in the vicinity. Takeoffs 1, landings 1. It didn't give us a score, but we can go back to main menu. Yes. I'm very proud of that landing. That was a good landing. Yeah, next week is the 50th flight. We're either going to... Two of the destinations are still in Pakistan. One is in India. So still, it's a pretty impressive run. Considering we started in Connecticut. We crossed the Pacific. We made it all the way down to South Africa. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that was a good landing. I was surprisingly good of a landing. And now we just get to do this for the remainder of the stream. Okay, and that's going to click in there. I do have to say this is some good background music. Better than the music I have. The next one I think we'll do some ASMR clickings. We'll see how long this is taking us actually. I may want to do this off stream. Okay. Alright. Let's do some timing just so we can estimate how long it's gonna take. Just realized my phone was on and I'm like very glad that like a reasonable thing popped up on it. Stopwatch. All right, go, just so we can get an idea how long this may take. I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna try to do it like my normal speed, although I feel like I'm already rushing myself. Okay. Just so that we can figure out, like, am I going to be doing this for a whole nother hour? I don't want you guys to sit through an hour of me doing this. I may do it off stream, and then the 50th stream will just, like, assemble it. I can hear the clicks. Okay. Alright, so it takes roughly a minute. And I have to build 22 of these. And I'm already at 11. So 11 more minutes. Right? So let's just say, we'll see, assuming that I do this, I should get there at roughly my 2-hour mark, which is what I like to stream to anyway. So we'll see. This next one we're going to do ASMR, so I'm going to get the microphone really close for you guys. Try to make it somewhat more interesting, even though you do say it's quite relaxing to watch. I greatly appreciate your enthusiasm and support. All right, here we go. We're going to go to all the way up. I couldn't even listen to that. Made me appreciate one of the things that like I've kind of known about ASMR streamers, they have to have a very super quiet environment that they're streaming in, right? Like it has to be dead silent, because like I was hearing my fan, I was hearing the kids, I was hearing so much other background noise that if I could have eliminated, it would have been much more satisfying. But again, it just really made me appreciate what it is to be an ASMR person to do that. Like, could you guys just hear my kids running around upstairs? I heard the dog and one kid, which I'm assuming is Audrey, running from there to there. The whole length of the house. Of course, I was like holding my breath the whole time because I didn't want to think. Okay. That is number 4. You didn't hear anything else? Well, there you go. I appreciate that, Clover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aloha, book living builder. Welcome into the stream. How you doing, friend? We're doing we've landed rather successfully, I might add, in the vicinity of Panjgur, and now we're working on the mind-numbing process that is building the chain. Because I have to make this connection 220 times. And then once we've done that, then we can put it together. And we just hope and pray that we did it right. Remember doing this to the haunted house? I've done this one more time with the traditional roller coaster, the Giant Dipper type style roller coaster. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to do the haunting house. That says retired at this point, right? Oh, and Builder, do you and Clover know each other, by the way? I'll make sure you guys know each other. You wonderful ladies, both of you. I know I said guys. I think, okay, so Clover is one of my moderators. She is a VTuber. She's very talented. She's one of the 2 VTubers I watch regularly. And she's just a sweet, wonderful human being. And for Clover's benefit, Book Living Builder is a fellow Lego streamer, just wonderfully nice, very positive. She's a mom. She just is always got just a wonderful vibe in her stream. So I'm glad to introduce the 2 of you guys. 2 of y'all. I need to do a better job of saying y'all as opposed to guys. You guys get to sing y'all. Okay. Yeah, I think the Haunted Mansion is retired at this point. Alright, so that's 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Where's my mouse? Let me just double check. I know. I'm trying to be better. Let's go there. Let's go to Lego Haunted Mansion. Because if it hasn't retired, it's going to retire any day now. Lego Haunted Mansions. Looks like something has gone wrong. That's great. Haunted House is what they're calling it. Yep. It says shop now. Alright, we're going to shop now. Tell me good things. Retired product. How much is this going to cost me on Bricklink? Anyone who doesn't know what Bricklink is kind of like it's a place where you can go buy Lego sets. You can buy actual whole set, or you can like part out the sets. We're gonna go with American only sellers. I want only completed sets. I don't care if it's new or used. $269 new, $300. $269 used. More information. Adult collector built once her display, returned to storage, 100% complete, excellent condition. Stickers have been applied, no box. Not the end of the world. And then I got a person selling it new for 300, and 300 seems to be kind of the bottom. I see people going 350 and upwards because they just want money. Okay. Good for me to know. It's not a high priority for me from a building perspective, but it is a set I would like to have. Retired November 2023. Yeah. I bought this last year, so if I was really trying to do it right, I would have bought that instead of this one. But I wanted this set. Like, this was a set I knew in my heart, like, if I didn't have, I would feel like I would regret not owning this set. I don't think I'm gonna ever regret not owning the haunted house. Which, again, it looks like a cool set. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mocking the set at all. I'm just saying, like, right, like, one of the things I find interesting, particularly with Lego collection, is like the concept of trying to have it all, where people says it's so expensive. I'm like, yeah, Lego sets are expensive, but no one's meant to have them all. And I think we lose sight of that because when we look at so many of the Lego content creators, they seem to be able to have them all. It's like, yeah, you forget they get tons of set from Lego. And the content they create gives them money to go buy more Lego. And it's this vicious cycle where we have to keep up with the Jonesies, but when we look at someone like Brixie, it's like, none of us should aspire to having a collection like his. Exactly. That's what it is. You're picking and choosing what ones matter most to you. And not having this set would disappoint me. And there aren't too many sets that have been released in my collecting days that I didn't get, that I regret not getting. There haven't been too many. I've been very blessed to always been able to scrounge out the right money at the right times to pull it off. And when I look at like sets that I want to go back and purchase that were like expired, I do have my collections of ones, but that's like if I win the lottery and have just an insane amount of money. But realistically, I'm never going to go back and get all of them. All right, and that's properly lined up. 5, 10, 15. 2. Although I just realized I don't need like 30. I need 22 of these. Yep. Yeah, exactly. And again, like, I think because I've also like realized like I want to have 4 Lego displays, and every set I'm buying is got with one of those in mind. There are exceptions, of course, from like, well, I kind of have to have that set, but generally speaking, I look at a set and I ask myself, is it gonna fit into one of those 4 displays that I want? And that's like a long-term goal, honestly. I don't think I'm ever gonna truly complete having 4 displays, but like that's what I'm shooting for. I feel like 4 allows me to set them up for 3 months at a time, and that feels like the right length of time. I feel like if it was 12, I would be constantly taking down my like display and setting up a new display. I think 6 months, and again, I may get to the point where I'm doing it, I'm like, ooh, 6 months is plenty of time for it too. But right now I'm feeling like 4 is the right amount, only because I know I want to have a carnival or a amusement park. I know I want to have a space one, and I know I want to have a winter village, and I feel like getting a 4th one makes sense too. But I may just end up with 3. All right. All right, we've hit the 2-hour mark, which is fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's at 20, so I only have 2 more of these to do. So we almost timed it right in terms of like calculating how long it would take us to do these. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then of course we have to have them lined up the right way. Like I said, the repetition of it and making sure that you do it the same way every single time really does help with not having any errors. And we, of course, are going to have extras. Looks like we're going to have this many extras. We can get them over here. Alright. Although my OCD, you can't see it, but my OCD is bothering me in that I put it, I didn't do it in such a way that I would have 2 rows of 11. I have a row of 15, and then I'm going to have a row of 7. There. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. There. Now I have 2 rows of 11. Look at me. Yay. You can't even see it because it's off camera. So now we need to connect these together. Okay. Again, making sure that they're lined up the right way every single time is the most crucial aspect to this. The Milky set, yeah, that's a set that I know that I would regret not owning. Because I do like the art aspect of it. I think it would look great in my office. But at the same time, until my office is complete, it doesn't make any sense to get that set. Because I don't know where I'm going to put it right now. Like, I have ideas, but I want to really take the time to get this right. We're doing good. Nope, that was upside down. That one almost was wrong. Yep. All about making sure that they're always lined up the right way every single time. Yeah, the Milky Way set looks really good. I want to get like all the Sonic Hedgehog ones because I feel like that's a theme that like I'm gonna regret not getting into. But I only have the one that came out originally before they started making it a whole line. Alright. We have a very, very long line now. Chain. Alright. And now we have to make sure that we line these up the right way with these. To like that. All right, okay, come on. And then, perfect. All right, these are all in. And then we have to feed it through this. Okay, so let's look at how it wants it to be. It wants these four to click on like this down here at the bottom. All right. And it specifically wants oh. Okay. Okay, okay. I see what I need to do. Okay. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down. And we're going to pull that tight. All right, now we have that. Okay, that isn't nearly enough. Like that's off by a good chunk. Right, like that's not tight at all. Aloha, death warmed over. Oh, that's great. That's excellent. Welcome on in, friend. We're at the trickiest part of this build right now. And there's an element of... Alright, I know what we need to do. We need to do it the other way. Let's do it like that. There we go. Okay. And then we can get that. Come on. Of course not. Of course not. There we go. There. I feel like that's tight, and that's still not getting anywhere near close enough. Is this a linear drive for a 3D printer? No, this is a Lego set. This is a loop coaster, and this is the long chain. Was I off by 10? No, it's 222. So we're gonna add the 2 more in and see if that makes the difference. Oh man, that is tight. I feel like one. Come on, come on. They can connect. Come on. There. All right, cool. Let's zoom out so you guys can see this a little better. I zoomed in so people could see what I was doing with my hands. So here it is. Here's the toll tower. It was 222. And of course, we're not going to know if this works until we put a motor on it and it runs. So that it's just going to go into that spot. So let's go put it into the spot. And then it's going to go right in here like... here. That's very loose. I do not like that at all. Because I have nothing to hold it in place. So we're going to... Right, because right now it's just a 2x4. So we're just going to lay it down. It'll be fine. And it looks like in the next bag, stage 13, we're going to be building some more stuff to go with it. So yeah, stage 13, we're going to continue building that. But meanwhile, let's find someone to raid. If you know someone who's online right now, they feel like, hey, Cross should meet them, this is your opportunity to drop the name in the chat. I'm going to put one special request because it is Pride Month. We are trying to only raid LGBTQIA people. Just, you know, trying to keep love. Let's see who we got. Oh, looking for someone to raid? Maybe you should use the raid browser. Let's not. Let's scroll all the way to the bottom. Ooh, Britain DC. I do not think they are, but let me just open them up because they're a good friend of mine. I do not see that as one of their tags, so no. She might be, but we raided her recently. She might be. Let's double check. If she's not, she always is she's a good ally. If she's not. Nope. All right, that is our first serious contender. They definitely are. Oh, I kind of want to raid her too. All right, so we got a new contender. All right, let's just keep looking. All right, let's see if anyone mentions it. D Levelly. Let's go meet this person. Twitch.tv/ Ooh. Role-playing performer and variety gamer. They're a non-binary person. Always fun. Always fun. Let's go check them out. Let's meet a new friend. Yeah, let's meet a new friend today. I like meeting new friends. I think that's the best way to do Twitch. Mahalo Deathwormed over for recommending them. So let's do raid. Boom, boom, boom. And then we go and we start our raid song. I never thought it'd be so tough to close the stream. Flying high, yeah, in Microsoft skies. The plane was soaring through clouds so high. But now that we've landed, we bid the Lego sets aloha. 'Cause I can never make you unhappy. Nah, I couldn't do that, chat. Only wish I'd have to go. Makes it so very hard to go. Sing it, boys. 'Cause it's time to raid. I've got to go to bed. Lego bricks clicking as the plane cruises on. In the virtual cockpit, the stream rolls on. The set starts taking shape. I'm very early on my drum solo. But now it's time to stop. Bid the building cease. We move on to new friend. Their name is D Lovely and they're doing some role-playing stuff. And spread the aloha spirit. 'Cause I could never make you unhappy. Nah, I couldn't do that, chat. Only wish I'd have to go. Makes it so very hard to go. 'Cause it's time to raid. I've got to go to bed. Mahalo for everyone for being here. I greatly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We'll be back on Friday. We're playing some Among Us, and everyone loves the Among Us streams because we're having a good time with that. After that, I do have Father's Day off to spend with my kids, and yeah, so see you guys on Friday. 'Cause I can never make you unhappy. No, we couldn't do that, chat. Only wish I didn't have to go. Makes it so very hard to go. 'Cause it's time to raid. I've got to go to bed. It ain't easy to walk away when this dad just loves all y'all his chat so very much. Aloha. See y'all on Friday.
My goodness. That seems mean. And poor Edward Spratt. We got the two of you. We got Christian Wolf. So that was all the doom.